Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, you are.
I am Sultan Rizaveli. I was born and raised in Canada. I moved to Turkey, where my origins are from, my parents are from, for university to study Faculty of Dentistry. So right now I finished my third year. I am starting my fourth year in September.
So, Sultan, it's wonderful to have somebody called as Sultan with us.
Yes.
She's just finished her third year and she's just going into getting into dentistry in a big way. So, you are right now studying in Turkey.
Yes.
But you are from Canada, right?
I am from Canada, yes.
Your parents are from Turkey?
Yeah, my dad is from Iraq. My mom is from Izmir, the city that I study in. So yeah, it was kind of like a cultural difference for me to go back.
But you were born in Canada?
Yeah, I was born in Canada, raised in Canada, so like all my friends, my schooling was there. And like I always learned English in school, like high school.
But you study dentistry in Turkish?
In Turkish, yes. It was very difficult the first few years, but then in time you get like a hang of it and you start like to adapt to the language, to the way people talk and everything, yes.
That's interesting. So let me ask you, how did you find India and how did you find time to come down to do this
the
volunteering program?
Okay, so
how do you find it?
Yeah, so the way I decided was third year summer would be more free for me, like fourth year, fifth year, like too, it's more overwhelming. So the summers I couldn't do a volunteering program, and all my life I really wanted to do a volunteering program. So I decided to do it this year in the summer. And I really wanted to see how India was because I was always curious about it. I had a lot of Indian friends in Canada. So I was like, okay, why not? Like, let's just go and do it. So the first day I came here, it was just kind of different. But it was like, just the weather was different. Other than that, like the people were very nice. Everyone was like very polite. Everyone smiles when they talk, and yeah, not a lot of people smile in Turkey. So
how do you find Kerala, especially because you have not gone to India most of the places?
Kerala.
So, but you are going to India, especially North India and Delhi in the fag end of your trip. So, so how did you find Kerala?
I found
You've been to Cape Munar in between, right?
Yes.
2 days you have been
So Kerala is very nice. Like I said, the people are very polite, very smiling. Like honestly, and I'm here by myself, so solo. So I'm like very comfortable going somewhere, coming back from somewhere. I take the ferry here, and it's totally safe. Like I kind of had thought of like, is it going to be safe for me to travel? But it's totally safe. It's very nice, and like you guys are very nice. And the whole staff is very nice. Everyone's like very, very nice. And yeah.
What all procedures did you see what really struck you? Like we have been doing some root canals, we have been doing some crowns, we are doing one surgical impaction. We have done a couple of other procedures like fillings and close row spaces, aesthetic work. So it's been a lot of. It's like a whole set of things.
So what struck me the most was, and I kind of told you this too, was the root canal on the third molar. Because that is just, no one does that. Like, no one. Like, they would just, like, even like, when it comes to the mouth, like when it erupts properly, people just extract it because it's like, well, it's going to ruin your alignment. It's going to do this, do that. So they just extract it. And like with you keep it, but then you make an effort to actually keep it in the mouth. So you do a root canal on the third molar, which really surprised me. Because like most hospitals just don't want to, have the trouble of like finding the canals, doing this, doing that. It's just like they just extract. So that was very impressive.
Well, what's your takeaway from here after coming here? You have been seeing us work.
Yes.
How the clinic performs and things like that. You have met our staff.
Yeah, the staff.
What's your takeaway from spending some time here in especially with our clinic?
Doing your job with honestly confidence.
Yes.
Doing your job with ethics, and putting yourself in someone's place. Because you guys do that. Like I've seen it, and here at this dental clinic, like everyone, I feel like you just put yourself in the patient's spot. Not a lot of dentists do that. So that's very nice, and you always like give what the patient wants. So you lay out all the options. You don't just choose for them. you say you could do this, you could do full ceramic, let's say for example, you could do ceramic with undermetal, and you just let the patient kind of pick around their budget, around what they want, their preferences. You give your opinion, but then you respect their option too. You don't try to convince them into something else. So that's very respectful, I think.
So you learn a little bit of management also
yes,
before
yes,
you get
yes,
into
yes.
that is actually good.
Yes, for sure.
Now, may I ask you had been to the schools and you've been met the small kids.
Yes, yes.
How did you find it, and how
that was
did you
very
feel that?
emotional for me too, and thank you for letting me actually go and see the little kids, give them presentation about them. About dental health, dental or hygiene and everything. So I went, and it was kind of emotional because they would just listen very carefully. And some kids in other more privileged countries, they don't really take it seriously because they already know. They already they brush their teeth, I guess. So when you go, they just listened and looked into your eyes and you were explaining everything. I went to kindergarten mostly, so they didn't really understand, but they tried make an effort to understand. So I showed on the model that doctor gave me, and they looked at that. They tried brushing it as well, the properly way. So that was very cute. What else? So we gave them toothbrushes and toothpaste, and they were very, very happy. We just give it to them, and it was just they got a present or a toy. They were very happy. Some of them teared up. They had it they possessed it, and they just put it in their bags, and it was very nice.
Well, with all these things, given an opportunity to come back,
yes.
will you come back?
For sure.
And what exactly would you think that what can make a difference, for the people who come like this, as volunteers and coming down? What can make a little more difference in whatever you think that a little more difference will make a little more comfortable for you, or make it
well, I had a great time.
Good.
I liked everything. I liked how I was in the clinic and at the school at the same time, so I kind of got to see different aspects of the career in one country. So I'm very happy about everything. Just if other people were to come volunteer, they should, I don't know, before coming, if they want to buy
so you're going to recommend all your friends
yes,
to come down here?
For sure, yes. I was already recommending today to some of my friends, because they were asking, they're oh, why did you go to India? And I'm to volunteer, and they're oh, okay. And then they just wanted information on how I came here, and I gave them the information.
So all the best for your
Thank
career,
you so much.
And we hope that
Thank
you'll
you.
make a
Yes,
great dentist.
yes. And I will see you guys in the future.
Definitely. Yeah, please come as a big dentist in Canada.
Yes, for sure. And
we'll meet you
you
in
guys
Canada.
will visit me. Okay, all right. Well, thank you so
very
much.
much.
Thank you.